Hello. Today we are going to be making some pictures using hopefully things that you have at your house. So the first thing you're going to need is a piece of tin foil. Next, you'll need a piece of paper. I'm going to be using white paper, but you can experiment and use a different color paper if you'd like. This is watercolor paper, so it's a little bit thicker. So you can use this kind of paper if you have it. If not, you can use printer paper, or you can even use a paper towel. That will work as well. You'll also need some markers, different colors. You'll need a little bit of water. I have mine in a spray bottle, but if you don't have a spray bottle, that's okay. You can use a bowl of water and you can just dip your fingers in and just drizzle a little bit of water, or you can get a little sponge and soak up the water and then just squeeze it out a tiny bit. Or you can even use just a paper towel, get it wet and squeeze it out as well. So whatever you have should work just fine. And then the other thing we'll need is something. I always use a placemat to define my workspace and make sure that I keep the table I'm working with a little bit cleaner. It helps when it's time to clean up. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this over to the side just so you can see. And we're going to start with our drawing. So what I decided is we're in the month of May now, and there's a poem. It's April showers bring May flowers. So last month was April, and we had quite a bit of rain, if you remember. We also had snow, which happens in April, but we had a lot of rain, and that's what we're going to focus on for this project. So we are going to use, I'm choosing a blue marker to make my rain, but you can make your rain any color you want. Just use your artistic license and choose, you could make it red or yellow, purple, green, whichever color you want, but I'm gonna stick with blue. And I like to use the side of my marker when I make my rain, but you can try doing it different ways. You can use the tip. It just makes the lines a little bit thinner, and you can make the shapes different too. I'm just making lines. Since it rained quite a bit last month, I am gonna make a lot of rain on my picture. Okay, that's a lot of rain. Now, did you hear the click? Okay, that means that the marker lid is on tight and the marker won't dry up. So now we're ready for our water. As I said, you just need a little bit of water for this. And we're just gonna spray right on top of the marker. Okay. Now we're ready for our white paper that we're gonna put right on top of our tin foil. And I have a little bit of marker that's sticking out a little bit. The paper didn't quite reach it, so I'm just going to dry that. So when I turn it over, it doesn't get on the placemat. So now I'm just going to use my hands, and I'm going to press the tin foil into the white paper. Try and get the color from the tin foil onto the paper. Now we're ready to peel one corner of the tin foil and see what happens. Ooh, look at that. This is our April showers. Okay, I'm gonna take our April showers and I'm gonna bring them over to this part of the table so it will dry. Now I'm going to take my towel and I'm just going to get the color off of the tin foil so I can use it for the next part of our picture. There's two sides of the tin foil and one is a little bit shinier than the other. I happen to be using the side that's a little bit more dull. This one's a little shinier, but you can experiment. You can see what happens when you use the other side as well. Okay, so now I am going to make some grass. And I noticed in my backyard that our grass is really getting long because we had a lot of rain in April. So I think pretty soon we're gonna have to get the lawnmower out so we can mow the lawn. Okay, so I'm gonna make my blades of grass and I'm gonna make it really long. Again, I'm using the side of the marker just to make a thicker line, but you can use the tip as well. So now we're going to make our stem. We're going to make some Mayflowers. So we're going to make our stem and we're going to make some leaves that come off of the stem. We'll put one here. And then I'm gonna make another flower in the middle. It's a little bit taller. Maybe this one will have 3 leaves. And then I'll make one more flower and I'll put it right here with a couple more leaves. Okay. So now we're ready to make our flower petals. I'm going to start with purple. I'm just going to make kind of squiggly lines for my petals. I love the month of May, seeing all the beautiful, colorful flowers that are starting to grow. Even when I just walk around my neighborhood, it's so fun to see. Then I'm going to hold it up at the end so that you can see what I made. I'm going to now make maybe a tulip with the red tulip. And we're going to do one more flower. We'll use orange. I think this one I'm just going to make like lines. You can make as many flowers as you want, or you could just make one flower, whatever you want to do. Now that I'm done, I'll hold it up so you can see. So this is my May flowers. Now I'm ready to add the water. All right. And now we're ready to add our April showers. Again, wiping off the excess water that went over on the sides that didn't reach the paper. Just press it down. I'm going to turn it over. And my favorite part is to peel the corner and see what the picture turned out to look like. Because it looks different every time you do it. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so now I made May flowers in April showers. I'm going to put it over to the side so it will dry. And I will clean my tin foil so I can use it again. But have fun. You can make anything you want. It doesn't have to be flowers. You could just do abstract designs. You can get really creative and have a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what you made. So feel free to share with me and have a great rest of the day. All right, bye.